What is up, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. It's me, Cousin, and we'll bring you more infinite Magicraid content. And before we get into this video, please do click like, subscribe, and comment below to help the channel grow. Honestly, thank you so much for all of your support. I appreciate every comment, and I will respond. Just give me some time. Now, let's get into the video. We're going to talk about the Miracle Wish event currently and the new heroes that are involved in this. It's actually an insanely good Miracle Wish event. The only one I suggest not going for is Anna. I just don't. Anna's very, just not good. Not good. She doesn't do enough. Burn isn't doing enough damage right now. I don't rate Anna highly. So if you like Anna and you've pulled Anna, I apologise. You're not going to get a huge amount of use from her. But the other four heroes in this are insanely good. We have Sigmund, we have Gustave, we have Thanatos, the new hero, and we have Claude, another new hero. Now we're going to go into why these are all very good and why I will be choosing one of these. So first up, we're going to have a look at Thanatos. Now Thanatos is a new single target damage hero, and I'm going to be honest, it's a nasty hero. He is very, very good in what he does. He also looks great. He's got that Grim Reaper kind of look, and he's got the, he's definitely a cool looking hero, and I love his big scythe. Now, let's have a look at his first basic attack. It deals 240% attack damage to a single enemy, which does scale up to 320%. It's a nice amount of damage for a basic attack, but it doesn't have any kind of effect, which is a shame, but it is a nice attack. 320% is very understandable. Now, his active skill is removes shield and ally protection from a single enemy, and then deals 2 stages of 200% attack each to them. Obviously, that's upgraded. That's 260, which makes 520% damage in total after the 2 stages has been dealt. That's actually a lot of damage, and the fact it's removing shield and ally protection, the likes of Nasil, is it? Does Elic do ally protection? I think he may do. Gru as well, I think has some kind of ally protection. I could be wrong, but that's a really nice factor there. It just means he's doing pure damage to that character that is being protected by whatever. It's a nice amount of damage. 520% is nothing to shy your eye at. Now, his passive skill is Thanatos grants self Ghost for 3 turns at the beginning of each wave. Meanwhile, he takes 14% less damage from enemy targets that are not under Life Extortion. We'll get to Life Extortion in a moment. And deals 50% more damage to enemy targets under Life Extortion. That's a nice amount of extra damage there, and it's good to have damage reduction as well. Now, his active skill, his ultimate, I call it, Soul Chasing, inflicts Life Extortion. Now, what does Life Extortion do? Well, it's actually an insanely good ability, because it reduces the buff owner's healed effect and shield effect by a certain amount, which is massive for bosses. It's humongous for bosses in the likes of Tower. His red mark Tower, you know what it's like taking down those shields. It's actually making them with a less healing effect of 40% and shield effect minus 40% as well. But not only that, he's dealing 620% attack damage, which does increase to 740% attack damage, which is a nice nuke. There can only be one enemy target inflicted with Life Extortion at a time. So how good is Thanatos? I would say he's an S-rated tier hero. I wouldn't put him in an S plus or God tier, but he's definitely got some really nice uses. He's going to be good in a lot of content, especially for that separate kind of heal down effect. I would love to know if severe or an inferior severe wounds stacks with Life Extortion, so that enemies are actually even taking even less healing effect and that shield effect as well. And let's have a look at his exclusives. Level 1 is Soul Shifting. Thanatos grants self 1 layer of soul after casting his skill, which increases self critical damage by 15%, up to 5 layers. See, he's going to be a really big nuker. 5 layers, what's that? 36, 75% of crit damage. That's a lot of extra critical damage with 5 layers. Definitely a nice exclusive one. At level 2, it extends the duration of Ghost by 3 turns. Whenever Thanatos inflicts a kill, grants self Ghost for 3 turns. If he has no ghost, extends the duration of ghost by 2 turns, or grants a self ghost for 2 turns if an ally inflicts a kill. Okay, that's kind of nice. Let me just quickly go back again for ghost. So he can't be targeted by enemies. So it's like a stealth kind of thing. Level 3, Soul Chasing slashes the enemy target after it deals damage. If the target's health is below 15%, Thanatos restores self-health by 40% of maximum health and inflicts Life Extortion on a random enemy target when it inflicts a kill. Alright. That's okay. I'm not mad on his exclusive 3. It's nice that the Life Extortion will switch over to someone else, but it's not massive. That's not a huge exclusive 3. I do like Thanatos. I think it's going to be very, very useful in Red Mark Tower and some other aspects of the game. What faction is he? He's Forgotten. Okay, the Forgotten. He can be useful in Faction Abyss as well then. Alright. But would I choose Thanatos over the other 2? I don't think so. I don't think I would. And Claude has had... Honestly, this guy is starting to look a bit insane, if I'm going to be honest. Now, let's go into Claude. And I think this is who I will be pulling for. And it's because he is Holy Light Parliament. All right, there is no damage in Holy Light Parliament. There is just no one that can be dealing Faction Abyss damage for us, like massively. And he is going to be such a good wave clearer. He's going to be a boss nuker as well. Claude is looking fantastic, in my opinion. Now, we're going to go over his skills. He's also green Mark Tower, so that as well. He'll be paired with the likes of Visonia. He's going to be very good for clearing waves, all right? And obviously doing a lot of boss damage. Now, his basic attack deals 140% attack damage to a single enemy with a 40% chance to reduce the target speed by 20% for 2 turns. That's very nice, reducing the speed of targets. You know, if you think he was linked with Catherine and his counter attack, he's reducing everyone's speed by 20%. It's a nice effect to have. Lightning channeling on his target. If the attack lands as a crit, this effect cannot be triggered repeatedly. So he casts lightning channeling after he crits. Lightning channeling. Wait. Oh, right, okay, so he will hit again if it crits. So you want to build on crit rate, crit damage build. Well, no, you don't. I think the best way for him is going to be attack rate and crit rate. We'll get to why attack is going to be very important in a moment. After that is Ball Lightning Smash. Now, he deals 220% attack damage to all enemies. The skill deals 0.5% extra damage for every 1% health above 50%. When the target's health is higher than 50%, or deals 0.5% less damage for every 1% below 50% when the target's health is lower than 50%. What did I just read? So he deals 0.5% extra damage for every 1% above 50. Okay, I got it. Alright. And then the target's health is higher than 50% or deals less damage if they're lower. Alright, so if the enemies have more health, it's going to scale up a bit more, but if they have less health, it's going to go down a bit. By 0.5% each way for each percent. His passive skill is he is immune to death when taking fatal damage, which is a really nice passive to have. You know, fatal damage protection is awesome because it means we would be dead, but we're not, we're alive, so we get 1 extra turn. Meanwhile, he restores his health by 50% of maximum health and increases his turn meter by 30%. That's huge. That is huge. Now, this is the one that is very, very strong. And it's been reworded. It's been changed. It was reading it as it's capped at 500%. It's not. It's capped at 800% of his attack. That's massive. That is massive. Deals 240% attack damage to a single enemy and deals extra damage by 25% of a target's maximum health. Now, that will be capped at 800% of Claude's attack. So we can do basically, would it be 1040% attack damage? Would I be right in saying that if the enemy obviously was 25%, like a huge health enemy, and it's scaled with our attack to that amount, would we be doing 1040% or say 1100%? 1100 with these upgraded. Not only that though, not only is it a huge nuke, it also deals 50% of the aforementioned damage to the rest of enemy targets. So that's like, yo, I'm gonna nuke the shit out of this boss, and whatever adds you've got, they're gonna be dead. They're gonna be dead if he's geared right. If he's geared to the max, he has good auras on him as well. He's gonna be super strong. He really is gonna be a nasty hero. Interested to see how he will stand in PvP as well, actually, considering a lot of people have shielders and they have a lot of max health. That's going to be an interesting one. Could someone put in Claude into PvP? Definitely an advanced arena, guys. Definitely put him into advanced arena. Lightning orb. Okay, we're going to look at his exclusives quickly. Now, he has Ball Lightning Smash exclusive 1, which deals 1.1% extra damage for every 1% health above 50% when the target's health is higher than 50%. That's a nice scaling extra damage to your Ball Lightning Smash. Definitely a good exclusive pure damage increase to our hero. Level 2 is Thunder Possession, reduces its cooldown by 1 turn and increases the turn meter by 70 goddamn percent. That is a huge one. Thunder Possession is this, right? Yeah, so when he takes fatal damage, wow. When he takes fatal damage, it reduces its cooldown by 1 turn, and he's going to get a 70% increased turn meter. So he's going to be like, yo, you smacked me? Bro, here it comes. Here it comes. Alright, level 3 increases the damage Thunder Blooming deals to the rest of the enemy targets to 100%. Exclusive 3 is fucking insane. This... Can you imagine 100% of the damage matched against dungeon bosses? Boom, any ads, Tower of Mark, oh my goodness, 100%. Oh, this is just crazy. Oh, I'm really excited. I'm really excited for Claude. This should be everyone's target, especially if you're whaling, guys. If you are whaling and you can get that exclusive free, go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Go and get it. Go and get it. For sure. For sure. Now, we do have the likes of Sigmund in here as well, though. I, however, will most likely be choosing Claude. I will most likely be choosing Claude. I do have Sigmund at E1 currently. However, Sigmund is an amazing hero and he is rated God tier because he is just so freaking good. Now, we have been through Sigmund a lot before. He does 200% defense damage to all enemies, with 6% chance to inflict health burn. This is nice. It does do a decent amount of damage if you've got high defense rate. So bear that in mind as well. And then obviously the health burning is also very nice. Now he gets counter attack. It's a passive counter attack. All right, it stacks. If you have Catherine and you have Catherine buff counter attack onto Sigmund, he can counter attack 2 times. He can counter attack 2 times because it's not a buff. It's a passive counter attack. He has a 20% chance to counter attack. So it's 20%. That with the counter attack buff means he has a 20% chance to go twice. Now, obviously, he can inflict health burning on his counter attack too. So his second ability is really nice because he grants everyone a 20% shield as well. He grants everyone a 20% shield when he's inflicting single target damage and inflicting burn. His exclusive 1 will ignore shield and damage immunity, meanwhile increases additional damage by 50%. His basic attack, he deals 180% defense damage to a single enemy with a 40% chance to inflict 1 layer of health burning for 2 turns. His attack has a 30% leech against targets under health burning status, so he can self-heal as well on his counter attack, making him very interesting. He can solo, okay? He can solo. Now, obviously, we just read about his level 1. His level 2 is immunity to freeze and health burning, which is big. That's big. You know what it's like in PvP at the moment with that, with getting frozen. Meanwhile, when he is inflicted with health burning, it will be converted to heal. So if anyone health burns him, he's going to get a heal instead, which is nutty. Level 3, it has a 50% chance to additionally inflict 1 layer of health burning for 2 turns. Massive exclusives. Sigmund is a solid choice, especially if you don't have any health burn heroes. Definitely look towards Sigmund because he will really help you. Okay, he is an awesome hero, and that's why he is in God tier. He can be used in so much content. Now, Moving over to Gustave. Gustave to me is a hidden gem. He's a hidden gem. If you've been fighting in Growlin, you're going to know what Gustave is like when you're fighting him in a way, because he's a pain in the ass. He's just a pain in the ass. He's so annoying. He really is. Because he gets his immunity, then he can nuke with boiling and he recovers from health and all this malarkey. He consumes self-health by 30% of the current health and deals 720% damage to a single enemy. Additionally, he consumes 10% of the current health and deals an extra 90% extra attack damage if Gustave's health is above 75% before casting the skill. This extra damage ignores target's defense, and it has a 30% leech. It's a big nuke, and especially when it's upgraded with an extra 120% on 720, that's already 840, and then he's getting this extra, making it 930. And he's ignoring some defense with that as well. Now, his passive is God of War. When Gustave takes fatal damage without Immortal, he immunes to this death and gains Immortal. And his turn meter cannot be reduced for 1 turn. That's massive, okay? But it's not as massive as when he's exclusive level 2. Immediately cast Boiling 1 extra time to the attacker when God of War is triggered. That's his ultimate, yes. He's reprocking this on fatal damage. Another huge nuke. Bro, hit me, put me in fatal damage, eat this kind of thing. That's massive to be nuking again that amount of damage. And the leech as well. It is a 4-turn cooldown once upgraded. But I'm so interested in Gustave. I'm just not brave enough to pull for him myself. Consumes self-health by 30% of current health and enters madness status. Restores self-health by 20% of a lost health for 3 turns at the beginning of each turn. He's immune to damage over time when in madness status and acts 1 extra turn afterwards. It's another nice active skill. And when Gustave is in madness, he is immune to all control effects as well at level 1. That's a massive skill. His basic attack consumes self-health by 15% of current health and deals 360% attack damage to a single enemy. Additionally, consumes 10% of current self-health and deals an extra 60% attack damage. If Gustave's health is above 75% before casting this skill, the extra damage will ignore defense. Now, you can see why I'm like, this guy's a hidden gem. Since the rework, he's been causing problems. I'm just waiting on Bailey to finish the build on him and let me know how good he is. So we'll find out. I know he's leveled him up. I know he's got an exclusive 5, I think. So we'll see. We did read about his exclusives. We didn't read about his exclusive level 3. We did cover these two, however. This one procking and boiling again, which is his 4th skill, which is massive attack damage. Level 3, extra damage caps at 160% of Gustave's attack. Will be triggered when Gustave's health is above 50% before he casts Boiling. Boiling has an additional 45% leech when Gustave's health is no more than 50%. So when he is above 50%, we're going to get an extra 160% extra damage. When he's under, we're going to get 45% leech, meaning when he's taken fatal damage and he's gone into Immortal, he's going to... It's just scary looking exclusives. Gustave is looking absolutely solid in my opinion. He is Nameless Brotherhood. Definitely, I think, can do a lot in faction of this as well. I'm confident in that. Now, I haven't even looked at Kulthum. I haven't even looked at her. Yeah, it's a her. Okay, it's a she. She looks good. Cool looking epic. What's she do? Restores an ally's health by 20% of max health, then copies all the buffs on self and grants them to this ally. Meanwhile, enable this ally to act immediately. Okay, so she's resetting. That's kind of nice. When any surviving ally whose health is below 30% grants them damage immunity and enables them to be immune to turn meter reduction as wow. It's actually very nice. There's a 50% chance to inflict provoke on a single enemy for 1 turn after grants self a shield by 20% of maximum health for 2 turns and increases self-defense by 30% for 2 turns. I just seen this one here with the exclusive one, increasing the shield of all, putting a shield on all allies for 20% of max health. That's kind of a nice exclusive there. Deals 2 stages of 80% defense damage to a single enemy with a 30% chance to reduce their defense and a 30% chance to reduce their attack, which is a nice debuff feature. What is she? Green and sunset stages. Alright. So she grants a shield at exclusive 1. She gains an extra 40% turn meter. That's for the allies. A target trigger, 40% turn meter. Okay. Also grants ally protection to the target. 50% of the damage taken by the target will be taken by Kulthum instead, which lasts for 3 turns. Okay. So the ally protection, she'll take 50% damage from that other ally. Interesting kit. Interesting kit. But we have Guhana in Sunset Stages. I don't think she's food. I think she's usable. I think she's usable. I would hold on to Kulthum for a bit until we have some more information on her. So the more ways we can look at her. But the big one, obviously, we're going to think who you're summoning for in your legends. It's either between Sigmund or Claude, in my opinion. Gustave is obviously looking great, but I cannot advise you to pull for Gustave separately because I'm just not 100% sure if he's there. All right, it's theory right now. I'm hoping he is. It looks great on paper, but is it great in action? Sigmund is a safe bet. Claude, however, if you can get to E goddamn free, go get it. Go get it. Just go get it. Just do it. Don't even hesitate. He is looking fantastic. Thanatos is looking very good for a single target damage dealer. So if it's a single target damage dealer you need with that life extortion, making sure that they're taking 40% less shield, 40% less healing. He definitely is someone to consider as well. But for me personally, I am looking at Sigmund and Claude, and most likely Claude for me. Sigmund is a god, but if I can get Claude to E3, I will be very, very, very happy with that. Trust me, I'll be very happy with that. Even if you're going to buy him and then wait to build up your eyes for him, he will be very good. He really becomes amazing at E3. Before that, he isn't quite as good, but it's still a lot of damage. That 50% converting to 100% now at E3 is just insane. Sigmund is strong throughout the whole game. Just base exclusivity to E3, he just becomes insanely good. So if you want a good health burn hero, definitely take Sigmund. He will help you in all of the content. He's probably the safest choice for everyone. If you can pull a Sigmund, I hope you do. Good luck with that. So that is it on the hero review of Thanatos, Claude, and Kulthum, which we didn't cover a huge amount, but we did look at her. So thank you everyone for watching. I'm Carl Liberal. Take care.